Hey everybody, Chris Reiser here for my fitness blog Rise Up Get Fit with this week's Tuesday tune-up. Thanks for visiting. A big part of fitness is nutrition. And if you're going to try to eat well, you've got to know how to distinguish between health foods and health foods in disguise. One of the biggest resources that's helped me know how to do that is Runner's World magazine. Now I'm a runner, so I was just naturally inclined to reading that magazine, but it's not necessarily exclusively for runners. It's got a lot of healthy food eating tips and a lot of fitness tips in it for people who are just trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So I would definitely recommend it as a source to go to for fitness tips or healthy food tips. And the biggest example I have of Runner's World helping me figure out how to distinguish between a health food and a health food in disguise was how it shed light on one of my favorite fitness foods, which is yogurt. Yogurt's a great food if you're trying to eat healthy because it is a good source of protein and calcium. The protein helps to repair and rebuild muscle broken down by working out, and it also helps you build muscle if you're trying to if you're lifting a lot or doing whatever workouts you're doing to build muscle. If you tear down the muscle fibers, the protein will help build up the muscle after it's been torn down. And the calcium obviously is good for your bones. So yogurt is good because it's got those two really important things for fitness in it. But about 2 years ago, after eating yogurt a lot my whole life, I read this article in Runner's World, and it showed me that not all yogurt is necessarily the healthiest thing for you, because while it may still have the protein and calcium in it, a lot of yogurts actually have a lot of added sugar and a lot of fat that the yogurt companies didn't take out of the yogurt before they sent it out into packaging to be sold. So I was reading this article in Runner's World, and it basically suggested trying plain non-fat yogurt or Greek yogurt. So for a while I started using this plain all-natural non-fat yogurt by Dannon, and it's still a great source of protein and a great source of calcium, but there are less calories from sugar in it because there wasn't any added sugar in it, and the company actually took all the fat out of the yogurt. And you might think, wow, that sounds really bland. And if you eat it on its own, it is. But you can add granola to actually also add whole grain to your meal. And you can add fruit. So you're getting a good balance of carbs, protein, and a fruit source, because it's always good to have fruits and or vegetables with every meal. So I would suggest, from my experiences, from what I've learned from that Runner's World article, is to have, instead of getting just the regular yogurt that's got a lot of sugar added to it and doesn't have all the fat taken out of it, get the plain non-fat yogurt and add granola to it and fruit. And if you don't have fruit that's easy to add to it, like strawberries or blueberries laying around, or raspberries or blackberries, or berries are obviously, from my berry spiel just now, really easy to add to this particular dish. You don't have that laying around, you can add dried fruits to it as well, and it's just as good. But it's a really good way to start off your day, because it gives you a lot of good energy from the protein as well as from the whole grains. And the fruit has a lot of good fiber in it, and it has natural sugar in it too. So that is a fit tip that I found from a magazine that worked really well for me. You can also use Greek yogurt, which I have been using more recently because it's actually got a little more protein than the plain non-fat yogurt does. So I would suggest giving this a try. So yeah, give it a shot, and I would also suggest reading Runner's World magazine every once in a while because it's got a lot of good fitness tips in it. So thanks for visiting, and rise up, get fit.